Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, so here's the thing. If you guys have been following my podcast for some time now, then you most likely already know about the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold story. But if you don't, sit down, relax, get your favorite snack, or if you on your way to work, whatever it is that you're doing, continue listening, alright? Because, nah, man, this is one of those stories where you're like, fam, I don't know how you can have the dopest phone in the world but have a bad ending. What happened? What's going on? And yeah, overall, just to kind of spoil it a little bit, this story ain't gonna have no good ending. It ain't gonna and TMossBoss live happily ever after with this Samsung Galaxy Z Fold. It was like, nah. It was like after a year, I had to get me a new phone. I'm gonna explain why I had to get me a new phone. This is something that I am never going to forget because I paid over. It was, I think the one that I got was 1,700. And I think it was maybe some months ago when I finally paid the phone off and stuff. But yeah, man, it's one of those things where I'm like, Samsung, look, I've never had issues with you guys, but that's a phone you got to take off the market. That's a phone that you 100% got to take off the market. And to anybody out there that does buy that phone, be extreme. Just listen before, because I feel like that if you're thinking about buying that phone, right, and you're like, oh man, I want to hear some like people's stories with these phones. Like I want to hear. This is your sign. Go get you a regular Samsung Galaxy phone, get you an iPhone, get any other, and I know people are going to probably be all like, well, what about another fold phone? Stay away from just any phone that folds or flip. Like, yeah, if it's one of them traditional flip phones, like them ones like from back in the day, then I mean, they got better phones out there. But yeah, if you want to get one of them phones, you can go right ahead. Go right ahead and get you one of those phones. But nah, them screen fold and flip phones, yeah, stay away from those, all right? But the traditional ones with the buttons and the small screen, yeah, nah, just you get those, but not the Samsung and the Google Pixel and all that stuff. But anyways, no, so overall, let's go ahead and get into the story. Let me tell you guys, like, just that time frame of when I had seen that phone for the first time. So, yeah, I was in the market of getting me a new phone. I think at the time being, I had... What phone did I have at the time? I don't think I had an iPhone 11. I'm trying to think. I feel like I did have a Samsung Galaxy. I think I did have a Samsung Galaxy. And then that phone, I knew at some point in time it was going to start getting old. And I'm like, okay, I got to go and get me I know soon I am going to have to get me another phone. But I'm like, I don't want to get me another Samsung Galaxy. I don't want to get me another iPhone. Like at that time being, I was kind of avoiding iPhones because I just remember the one iPhone that I had. It was I think it was the 11. I got the iPhone 11. Fam, that phone, it wasn't even notifying me when I would get like text messages and stuff. It would notify me when I open up my phone just to see like, okay, let me see if this person replied. As soon as I pressed the button, the crazy thing is that it'll show me that the text was sent, like where they sent me a text message, like let's say it's 2:59 right now. Let's say they sent me a text message at 2:11. So I'm over here thinking, how come they ain't text back? So I asked them a question. I go and look, then that's when the notification pops up and it shows right there in the messages that this message was sent at 2:11. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why did I not get a notification? So I was leaving iPhones alone for a little bit. I was like, nah, bro, I'm not. I currently got an iPhone now, but at that time being, I'm like, nah, bro, never gonna get an iPhone again. But anyways, yeah, went against that. But I see. Here's the thing, though. The way this story ends, I had no other choice but to get me an iPhone. All right. So, anyways, but no. So I seen the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. That was the one that I had. And I'm like, fam, what is this phone? What do you mean it doubles as like two phones and stuff? Like, no, I'm watching videos on it. I'm watching the durability test videos on it. I'm like, oh, this phone is sick. I am definitely getting this phone. There is nobody that's going to talk me out of getting this phone. This is going to be my forever phone. Like, I don't see myself upgrading. And the thing is this. If what had happened never would have happened, I still would have had that phone till this day. Till this day, I still would have had that phone. But anyways, so I go up to the store. I go up to my provider, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to upgrade to no other phones besides that phone right there, that Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. Even the guy was hyped for me when I was getting that phone, because no, he was telling me like, yeah, bro, you're gonna be out and about, you're gonna be at the club. I don't go to no clubs, but he was like, you're gonna be at the club, like pulling that phone out, people gonna be talking about it and all that stuff. I'm like, first off, I'm smart. If I know I got an expensive phone like that, I'm not gonna be pulling it out all like, oh, look guys, I got this phone that folds up like a book and things. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna, so I could get robbed. I'm like, fam, who do you think I am? I'm like, I don't be doing stuff like that. Yeah, I might show a friend or two, but I ain't gonna be just, oh, like, oh, look at me, guys, I got this new. I'm like, you don't be paying attention to the media, you don't be paying attention to people, and they be doing stuff like that, they get robbed. So I'm not gonna be doing that. No, the thing is this. It was funny because when I was using that phone, because so the front of the phone, it has like a touch screen, it has a screen too, and so I wouldn't open my phone up to use it out and about, like, because that was, so I remember them saying like that inside screen didn't have a screen protector. So in a way it did, but it was like, it was the screen itself, so technically it didn't really have no screen protector. But I'm like, I'm not gonna be opening the phone up like that. Yeah, it's a durable phone, you can drop it on the screen, it won't do nothing, but I'm not going to risk it. I always had used, so no, I went and got the most craziest looking case, and I always would use that front screen. I had never used that the inside screen out in public and stuff. I always would use that out screen, so or the outer part of the phone and stuff. So but anyways, I go and I get the phone, and I'm like, and I was looking at cases. They did provide me with a case, but I'm like, nah, bro, this case ain't enough. I'm like, I need one of them bulletproof type cases. I need one of those cases where it's going to, like, the thing is this, more damage is going to be done to the case than my phone. It was an expensive case too. I think I spent like $70 on that case. Hold on for a second. Let me see if I could find that case. I'm going, because I did get the case from Amazon. Samsung Galaxy, I misspelled Galaxy because I was like, that don't look right. Galaxy Z Fold 4 case. Let me see where that case was. It this? No, it wasn't that one. Where is that case at? Because I remember it was like, they said it was pretty much the best case to have for that phone. And I don't think they have that case no more. Because, I mean, there are a couple of phones deep now. So, yeah, I don't think they have that. I wonder, oh, wait a minute, is this it? I think I just scrolled past it. No, that ain't it. Where, I just swear, is this, yeah, it's by this company called Subcase. Yeah, that's, okay, so it was this case. So I bought that case. Let me view the order. It even shows that I bought this case. I paid... so it's cheaper now. It's $69.99. At the time being, it was $89.99. After tax, it was $99.08. Like, bumped in $99. What about them 8 cents? Nah, I'm playing. But anyways, I spent almost $100 for this case. So I knew, my thing is this, in my heart, I knew I was going to keep this phone for a long period of time. I was like, nah, bro, like, I'm not going to. It's going to be a while before I upgrade. Like, me, I was always big on upgrading my phone. When I got that phone, I was like, it's going to be a while before I upgrade. Like, I even remember me and my mom having a conversation about that. She was like, do you see yourself ever getting a new phone? I'm like, it'll probably be a new version of this phone. Because I'm like, this is the bar right now. Like, the bar has been set high for phones. I'm like, no, I can't get me another phone. I can't get another, like, because there ain't no phone better than this. Like, fam, let me just explain to you guys the Samsung Galaxy. I know people are going to probably be all like, bro, you hype this phone up just to tear this phone down at the end of the episode? Yes, okay, yes, I am going to do that. Bro, when I tell you guys, like, when I got that phone, was hooked. I'm like, oh, bro, I'm playing games. I'm like, get back into mobile gaming. Social media done got bumped up, because I'm saying, like, so there were some apps that wasn't optimized for the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4, but then there were other apps where they was like, yeah, we know that this phone's coming out. We know that people are going to be wanting, like, a better experience with social media apps. So, yeah, Twitter at the time when I was, like, because I had to say around that time, like, I wasn't really all that active on Facebook and things, like, unless it was, like, messaging people or, just looking at some memes and stuff. But yeah, Facebook, Twitter, I'm trying to think, YouTube, I was like, oh yeah, I was definitely watching some videos on there. What else was I doing? TikTok. I'm saying, like, this was the ultimate phone. That was the one cool thing about the phone. So yeah, like I said, it folds up like a book, right? One side of the phone, like, so, like, let's say if I'm like, oh, I want to, like kind of multitask and look through, bro, you can have Twitter open on one side of the phone and have Instagram open on the other side of the phone. So you can watch videos and then like look at some tweets. You're going back and forth scrolling through social media, fam. This was the ultimate phone. Oh, and then gaming looked amazing. I was like, no, it was funny because I remember two games I would play a lot was Clash of Clans and Boom Beach. And bro, like when I remember playing them games like on older iPhones, screen be all small, fam. When I played them on that phone, I was like, wow, this is what this stuff looked like. Like this whole time, I'm like, wow, this looks amazing. I'm like, man, like you're like when you're used to playing a game like on the like, cause I always would get like the low quality iPhones. Like I would just get the iPhone 11. I wouldn't get like the Pro Max or any of that stuff. I just get the 11. And the screens are so small, bro. Like even the outside screen of the phone was bigger than like, I mean, it was small, but still though, it was bigger. And I'm like, man, this is amazing. I'm like, the only downfall though was that when I would record TikToks, it wasn't like the quality wasn't all that good. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I mean, it is what it is. Like it's one of those things where I'm like, but hey, look, the phone is still dope though. Like, but yeah, as far as like doing TikToks and all that stuff, yeah, the quality, I think that's just Samsung though. I don't know why their quality is always bad when you're doing videos, but yeah, at times it looks like you're recording off of like a camera from like 2007 and things. Like Samsung, it's crazy how they put out like, well, I ain't gonna say they put out good quality stuff. Like even there's other products of Samsung that I've, that either my family has owned or I own where, yeah, it's like it goes out after a while. Like I remember having a TV that ended up getting old. What else? I remember my mom, she had like a bunch of Samsung appliances. That stuff started getting old and faulty and started messing up and things. She had just recently had this, whatchamacallit, a subwoofer, like a speaker that started going out. Like Samsung, at times like their products don't really be all that good, but I'm like, fam, I'm gonna see past all of that. How could this phone possibly go wrong? So yeah, man, I was enjoying it. Like there was one of my like childhood friends, and me and him, we hang out all the time. I was showing him the phone. It was one of my friends. I remember we were hanging out in Renton. I pulled the phone out. She was going crazy over it. I'm telling you, this phone, it really was a conversation starter because people were like, bro, what kind of phone is that? Did you just open that phone up like a book? Like, bro, I'm telling you right now, Samsung could have contacted me to be the spokesperson for the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4s. You would have thought that I was Paul Heyman the way I would have been hyping up that phone, bro. I'm telling you right now, like that phone was the ultimate phone of all time. All right. No, there was nothing that was going to take me away from this phone. There was literally no other phone on the market that was going to top this phone. All right. So anyways, I get that phone in 2022. 2023, getting ready to go on to this trip to Universal Studios. So before the trip to Universal Studios, the screen has started peeling a little bit at the top. And I'm like, okay, it's no big deal. It's no problem. I'm not tripping about it. I mean, it's like probably, it's just, it's getting to that point where it's getting old, but it's not like it's going to do anything to the phone. So I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. Then eventually the small little peeling, it started getting a little bit bigger. And then eventually it was just going all the way straight down the middle of the phone. And I'm like, weird. Okay, it's whatever. I'm like, it's not like it's damaging the phone again. I'm like, I'm not gonna sweat it. It's like it's whatever and things. If it does get bad to the point where I can't use it, I'm pretty sure I could go to either my provider or wherever and get the phone replaced and things. So I'm like, or more so the screen and stuff. But I mean, yeah, if I gotta get the phone replaced, I gotta get the phone replaced. All of a sudden, the phone, I went and closed it and it made this noise. And I'm like, that didn't sound right. What's going on? What was that noise? I'll open the phone back up. That part of the screen that was peeling caused this black line to go down the screen. Couldn't use that screen no more. The inside screen. The outside screen still worked perfectly fine. It was that inside screen that just stopped working. Now, what concerned me was that how long is it going to be before this inside screen starts affecting the whole phone? Meaning that at some point in time, the outside screen going to stop working. And I'm not trying to have that happen. So I'm like, okay, you know what I got to do? I got to go and get me a new phone. Because I'm like, to me, I'm like, and that's the thing. I looked up other people, and they were even mentioning how the Samsung Galaxy, and I'm pretty sure, because I think they're on the sixth one right now. Let's just look up Samsung Galaxy Z Fold. Are they already talking on, or no, there's the Oh, so there's like no, it hasn't came out yet, but there's like they're talking on the seventh one. Okay, let's see, five, screen peeling. Let's see, fold inner screen peeling. And you know what was crazy? I remember it was like soon after. Then that's when the Z Fold fives had came out, because I remember when they announced them, and I was like, oh, okay, it's whatever. But I'm like, yeah, I'm still gonna have this four. But then the phone started peeling, sorry, or the screen starts peeling. So I remember I looked it up to see if the fives, if they were doing it. I ain't see nothing. First thing I look up when I do this, they got a subreddit called Galaxy Fold, where somebody said Fold 5 inner screen peeling. Let's see anything about the 6. Maybe they got it fixed on the 6. Nope. The same situation. There's like paint peeling, primarily due to use of the. So they got where the paint is peeling on the Z Fold 6, but there's like, yeah, the screen, it's peeling on the 6 too. So it's like it's that, to me, I just find that insane that Samsung is putting these phones out. And so here's the part that really was tripping me out. So before all of that, like I mentioned, I watched this durability test video where they were saying that this phone was pretty much indestructible. Like, there is absolutely nothing that can destroy this phone. Like, I watched this guy, he does these videos where he's like scratching up phones, trying to bend it. The phone, he was trying to bend the phone. You know how like when a person, where they are using like the full maximum of their strength, and they're trying to like break something or bend it, but their hands get the shaking and stuff? That's what that guy was doing. So I'm thinking like, oh, this phone, it's gonna, this is it. Like this is, like I said, this is the bar. Like the bar done got set high because of this phone. And the crazy thing about it, it wasn't even me. Like, the phones just do that. And so no, so I go to my provider. Was like, nah, bro, because it was like maybe a day or two before the trip. I think it might have been a day before the trip, right? But anyways, phone had me stressing out so much. I think I mentioned that before, how I have a little TMJ situation where my jaw, it just starts hurting like crazy. Bro, I'm telling you, like, that phone was stressing me out so much that it started causing the TMJ stuff to flare up. And I'm like, fam, right now, not the time. Like, so to just kind of just talk on the trip, the Universal Studios trip, whole jaw, just whole time it was hurting. Because I'm out having to get me a new phone. And I'm like, fam, I wanted to use this Samsung Galaxy Z Fold phone. That's the phone that I wanted to use. Why am I having to go? So I went to my provider. They was like, oh, if you give us $5, you could just replace the phone. And I'm like, look, I'm not trying to have it, because there's some people that was reporting that their phone, the screen started peeling on them after a short time. My phone that does the 4, it started peeling on me. I think I got the phone, it was either I think it was September, and we went in October, so it was like a year and a month. That's when the phone has started. It's either a year and a month or it was 11 months, one of the two. But I was like, the phone started breaking on me after pretty much a year of owning it. I'm not trying to have it where it's like, okay, then the time just keeps getting shorter and shorter. Next thing, it goes from a year to 9 months, and then 6 months, and then 3 months, to then maybe a week, and then 3 days, where I'm having to keep giving you guys $5 versus just outright paying for however much an iPhone, because I ended up getting an iPhone 14. But I was like, however much an iPhone 14 costs, slap that on my bill, I'll pay off this phone. I just need me a phone where the screen's not gonna break on me. So I ended up having to take an iPhone 14 on the trip, and I'm like, fam, it would have been better if I was able to take this Samsung Galaxy Z Fold. Like, how you guys gonna charge literally the price of a gaming PC for this phone? And hold on for a second. Let me just go on Best Buy real quick. And, I'm going to go on Best Buy. I'm going to go on Amazon. And I'm going to look up gaming PCs. But let's, because from what I remember, I think it was like $1,700 for the phone. So let's just see real quick. Phone price. Let's just see. So they do have like some on Amazon where it's $1,409, so $1,500. Let's see how much the sixth one is. $1,600. So no, it's on sale. It's on sale right now. So if outside of the sale, they have a 1 terabyte one. Oh yeah, they're trying to make it. Why it look like an Xbox Series X almost? Like when it's closed, like when they show like the back part of it, it looks like or no, is that a case? No, that's the phone. It looked like an Xbox Series X, but like with a cover thing over it. But they got a 1 terabyte one. That one's out of stock, and they got a 512 gigabyte one. That's $2,000. So I imagine that 1 terabyte one is still gonna be over $2,000. But let's just look up which you can gaming PCs, because even the gaming PC that I have now, that wasn't no two. You could get, the crazy thing is, you could get you a gaming PC where, of course, it's going to be much more better than the Samsung Galaxy, but I imagine it's going to probably be the 1 terabyte one. It's either going to be between these two gaming PCs by this company called Skytech, where they got one gaming PC that's $2,599, and then they got another one that's $2,399, and then they got the overall pick on Amazon, where it's a CyberPower PC that's $1,099. And it comes with, so it looks like it comes with a mouse and keyboard. So let's, just read out the title. So, a CyberPower PC Gamer Master Gaming PC, AMD Ryzen 7 8700F, 4.1 gigahertz, GeForce RTX 4060 Ti, 8 gigabyte, 16 gigabyte RAM, DDR5, 1 terabyte PC, LE, I think that it's either LE or IE, Gen 4 SSD, Wi-Fi ready, and Windows 11 Home. That's the one that the overall pick, that's pretty much $1,100. And then the other two, it comes with a graphics card, the NVIDIA RTX 5070 Ti. And I'm over here thinking to myself, I'm like, fam, I could have just went out and got me a gaming PC for the same price that you're asking for a phone, at least. And the crazy thing about it is that the gaming PC that I currently have now, I think I've had this gaming PC for almost a year, I think over a year. Hold on for a second. Let me go into my Best Buy account and see how long I've had this gaming PC, because it's definitely been like in that year range. But hold on for a second. I gotta go to my account. Best Buy, it takes a while for their stuff to be, loading up and things. All right, let's see the different view all products. Dang, I didn't buy 74. I know I didn't buy more than 74 products off of from Best Buy. I know I didn't buy a lot more than that. But anyways, is this it? Purchase, make. So I've had it for over a year. I've had it for a little over a year. And you mean to tell me that this gaming PC, I'm not trying to jinx it, but I'm just saying, even these, there's like these, whatchamacallit, the handheld gaming PCs, where I had I got the Lenovo Legion Go. I've had that since March of last year. What about the, then I had the Asus ROG Ally. It's been a minute since I've used it, but I'm pretty sure that still works. So you mean to tell me that I could go get me a handheld gaming PC, get a much more better experience with that, have it for, and how much was that handheld gaming PC? Because I'm pretty sure that could double as a phone, the Lenovo Legion Go. Let me just see how much that is real quick. Why is it not? Okay, let's just, Legion Go. I don't even, do they even still sell those? I'm pretty sure they might be probably on like 1 or 2 by now. Oh, no, actually, no, they still sell the, that's crazy. You could get you one, so they got 1 terabyte one. So no, that's crazy. So they got the terabyte one that's so outside of the sale, it's $749. They got it on sale right now for $649. But then if you wanted to get a 512 gigabyte one, that's $699. So yeah, you might as well get the 1 terabyte one. That's crazy. But you could go and get you that, and you could get you a Steam Deck. Hold on for it. Oh no, wait, they do have other. Oh, it's like no, wait a minute. Oh, I think this, they have came out with some new ones. Are the controllers detachable? They don't look like the controllers are detachable. Are the controllers detachable? They don't look detachable. It looked like it's kind of like, the controllers there. Oh, wow, that's crazy. They changed it. Before, it might be like one of them, like, whatchamacallit, like it ain't like a high powered one. Like that's what I'm assuming, maybe. I don't know. But my thing is this though. You could go out and get you a Lenovo Legion Go. So the Lenovo Legion Go, that's let's just say $649 for the Lenovo Legion Go. Let's say if you wanted to get a Steam Deck too. Hold on for a second. Steam Deck. Let's see how much a Steam Deck costs, like the high-end one, the OLED, because I think those was like $600 too. Because I do have both. Yeah, you could get you a Steam, so you could get you a Lenovo Legion Go for $649. You could get you a Steam Deck for $649, and still you spent less money than you did to get the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold, their latest phone. So honestly, what do you think sounds? Yeah, I get like you need to have a phone, but it's like, or no, my thing is this, right? Hold on for a second. Let me see. So 649. Let's do have that open. iPhone. Let's see what iPhones they got at Best Buy. So they got iPhone 14, 15, and do they have a 16? How much would it just be just to like just outright buy the 16? Because I know they do. No, they don't have it. Oh no, wait a minute. One time payment. So no. Oh no, actually no. Yeah, no, it would no. It still would be cheaper. It still would be cheaper. So you could get you an iPhone. So no, if you could get you an iPhone 15 and a Lenovo Legion Go, and that will be like $1,800, if not like maybe a little over $1,900. You could go and get you them to a new iPhone and a handheld gaming PC where it has detachable controllers that one of the controllers doubles as a mouse. I'm telling you, if you guys have never seen videos on the Lenovo Legion, go watch videos on it. But anyways, you could go get you them two things and then still possibly have some money left over. I don't know. Versus going out and getting a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 that's going to most likely cost you well over $2,000. What do you think sounds more of a deal? Where you get two and you still get it at a cheaper price, the Lenovo Legion Go and an iPhone. Yeah, it might not fold and all that stuff, but still, at least with them two products, they ain't going to break on you after a year of using it. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, it really trips me out that they, sell that. And it's like, fam, it ain't even the users that's breaking the phone. It's the phone itself. Like, no, so I remember when I had went and was trying to get the phone fixed, because I was like, nah, bro, I'm gonna try to get the screen fixed and stuff. So I went to my provider. I ended up befriending the Samsung representative that was there. Like, no, we got to talking about streaming and all that stuff. That's how you know how bad it is, where it's like the individual that's trying to help you, we just got to end up switching conversations. Because it's not saying that she couldn't have helped me. She did. She actually was helpful and stuff. She told me where to go to get it fixed. But that was the thing, though, that with that screen, it's like you have to get the same color of the phone. So you can't like mix match it and stuff. Like, it has to be the same exact color when you're getting the screen. I'm like, I don't know, but you know what? My thing is this. I'm just going to go get me a new phone. I'm like, bump all that. If I got to do all this extra stuff just to get the phone fixed, I'm going to just go ahead and just get me a new phone and stuff. So, yeah, the provider, they couldn't help. The screen, like the company that my friend had sent me to, they couldn't help. I was like, fam, and then that's when I just say, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to go ahead and just get me an iPhone 14. Then I ended up upgrading to an iPhone 15 Pro Max because I ain't never had one of them types of iPhones before. But yeah, I'm like, man, that was a waste. I was like, that was a straight up waste buying that phone, and it's like only to have it for either a little over a year or less than a year. And it's like, fam, I didn't even get to, I enjoyed it for the time that it worked. But then when it didn't work, I'm like, fam, I'm not trying to have it where this is just a reoccurring cycle of just having to go out and try to find fix the phone and all that stuff. I'm like, nah, bro. Because I'm like, I think that's what it was too, was that I was still able to get a new replacement phone for $5. But I think I don't know if that was the insurance or if the warranty. I think with the warranty, you could just got you a new phone and stuff. But yeah, but I'm like, I ain't trying to do all that, bro. I'm like, I'm just trying. My thing is this. I get me a phone. I want the phone to work. I ain't never had that happen to me before where a phone just stopped breaking. Yeah, if it got old and then like the phone was falling apart. But I'm like, how is a phone that's a year old already falling apart? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So yeah, after that, I was like, nah, bro, never again. I will never, ever in life buy another Samsung Galaxy Z Fold phone unless they say, hey, we designed this phone to where the inside screen will never break on you, peel, none of that stuff. Then okay, cool. Maybe, possibly, I might look into it. But if not, then I'm like, nah, bro. Baby, yeah, hopefully iPhone, they're like, yeah, we'll come out with a foldable iPhone. And we guarantee and promise you that screen's not gonna peel or break on you. Then I'm like, okay, that's probably the route that I would go down. But if not that, then I'm like, nah, bro, I'm chilling with my 15 Pro Max, and I plan on keeping it up until it gives out on me. So But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.